Today I want to be talking to you about breathing so that you have tools that you can use whenever you need more energy, or you need to calm down, or you need to manage a headache maybe, or concentrate better, focus better. And so we're going to be talking about pranayama in general, and I'm going to teach you a few specific techniques. So first I want to tell you how your body position is supposed to be for any kind of breath work. So your spine obviously has to be very tall and erect, not slouching forwards or leaning back, because you want the energy to flow through over there. Your sit bones are supposed to be very leveled and in contact to the surface of to which you're sitting. So if it's a cushion or the floor or the chair, it doesn't really matter where you sit, as long as both sit bones are rooted. And if you are on a chair, don't cross your legs, because that will tilt your pelvis one way or the other, and it'll take your spinal column from alignment. Then you want to know that most breathing starts with the nose. You inhale through the nose, but there is some techniques that you're actually going to inhale through the mouth. The other thing that I want to tell you is the general rule is, if you want to activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest and digest, and you want to calm down, your breath has to be slower. When we are anxious and we are flustered, we have a very short and high breath, meaning the abdomen is not involved. And the correct breathing technique starts in the abdomen. You will inhale, putting your belly forwards, and this makes your diaphragm go down and opens your lungs more. So inhaling through your belly, and that's why it's called diaphragmatic breath or belly breath, makes you calm down more. And you want the rhythm of the breath to be slower, because when we are anxious, we tend to hyperventilate, because that's a signal your body is just telling you, you really need oxygen quick. We're not really, worried about the quality of your breath. Let's just get oxygen in so that you can run, climb, fight, and do whatever. So when you do want energy, though, some people do want energy. They have that afternoon slump, or they wake up feeling really lazy. And so you want a breath to be a little bit faster and focused on the inhales, so getting that oxygen in. When you want to calm down, I forgot to say, you want that exhale to be longer than the inhale. So it doesn't matter what count you use. So I'm sure you've heard of techniques that it's like a inhale to the count of 4, hold to the count of 4, exhale to the count of 4, hold empty to the count of 4. It doesn't matter the count, as long as you're using the inhales and exhales to manipulate that breath. So inhales longer than exhales for energy, exhales longer than inhales for energizing. I think I said that wrong. So sorry, let me repeat myself. Exhales are longer than inhales if you want to calm down, and inhales are longer than exhales if you want energy. Okay. And also, if you hold the breath with your lungs full, so inhale, hold, the longer you hold, the more your lungs and your diaphragm will compress the vagus nerve, and that is the nerve that activates the parasympathetic nervous system. So holding the breath, the full lungs, will cause you to calm down a little bit more, okay? So the basic technique is just to do that. So inhale with your belly out, then your chest, then your throat. So it's a 3-part breath that you don't really notice, because you do it in one smooth motion, but it does start in the belly, and then you feel your chest, and then you feel this upper part of kind of your throat. When you exhale, it's the opposite. It's top bottom. Top bottom. So exhale first here, and then close your chest, and then expel the air by contracting your abdomen. So it's interesting that you put your belly out as much as you can, so that you can inhale as much air as you can. And when you exhale, do contract the abdomen as much as you can, so you can expel that old air, that you're not leaving stale air in your lungs, because we typically go through our lives with incorrect breath, which is okay, normal, right? And we're not really truly filling up and truly emptying our lungs. And breath work, regardless if it's to give you energy or to calm you down, they'll always bring a mindfulness to you. So it does have a calming, centering effect not calming in the sense of you're going to feel sleepy and like more mellow. It will have a centering effect. So you want to sit in a correct position with your sit bones, spine, and use that belly breath. And then some people are very visual, so they need to quiet their mind and really focus on the breath. They need to be looking at something. So you can look at swaying trees, you can look at contemplate nature, you can look at a little creek that you have, or a little water machine that you have, a little water fountain thing that you have at home, or a flame of a candle is very nice. At least I think it's mesmerizing to be looking at the flame of a candle. But some people are tactile, so you don't need to be looking at anything. You do have to be touching something. So choose a rock or a stone or a crystal. It doesn't have to be anything mystical. It can be anything you like, really. Some people use those mandala beans, meditation beans, just to keep track of their breath. It's like you're praying the rosary, really, but it's just to keep your focus on. It's not any kind of prayer or anything. It's just to keep some people need the touch, right? And if you're more auditory person, if you like to hear stimulus, you can put on a guided meditation or a guided breath, and or you can use frequenced music. You can find frequenced music on YouTube, and there are a million different frequencies that are great to hear, and it's just any kind of music played at a certain frequency to harmonize your cells. So I'm going to teach you. So basic technique is just using your belly to inhale, your belly to exhale, emptying your lungs as much as you can and filling your lungs as much as you can, and trying to quiet your mind, of course. And if you can't, you just do the breathing and that'll be fine. So I'm going to teach you now specific techniques. The first one I want to talk about is alternate nostril breathing, and it is for concentration and focus and some creativity because it balances left and right side of the brain. And if you want to know about the hand position, you are going to do a hang loose sign, and the traditional, actually you put this finger, the ring finger, up as well. You start with your left nostril, so you're going to block your right nostril with your thumb and inhale through your left. Close both, hold, and the hold will depend on how experienced you are. Let go of the right and keep this one blocked. Exhale through the right. Inhale again through the right. Block both, hold. Exhale through the left. And inhale through the left, and go back and forth, back and forth. If you want, you can also, if you're very anxious, you can use this breathing technique and add an additional bonus, which is stimulating here. This point in between your eyebrows is one of the anxiety points. And there's another point that is in the line of in the direction of your nipples, right here on your sternum. And that's also an anxiety point. But this is convenient because you already have your hand here, so you can kind of press there and use inhale, hold, exhale, inhale, hold, exhale, inhale, and keep going back and forth while you are stimulating that. So that was alternate nostril breathing for concentration, focus, and creativity, balancing left and right side of the brain. The next technique I want to tell you about are cooling techniques. So this is when you're overheated, over angry, over irritable, and if you understand anything about Ayurveda, whenever your pitta is aggravated. If you don't understand anything about Ayurveda, I have videos on that in the IGTV, but in general, it's going to be headaches, migraines, reflux, anything that is related to pitta disorders. And so this will cool you down, and there's two ways to do this. So if you can roll your tongue, you're going to roll your tongue and inhale through your tongue, and that'll cool the air coming in. So close your mouth and hold. Exhale through your nose, and that was it. And you do that 10 rounds, 15 rounds, as many rounds as you can, and if you have as many rounds as that you have time for. The next one is for the people that cannot roll their tongue, because this is a genetic thing determined by genetics, and you can actually inhale through your teeth. So hold, exhale through your nose, and that is cooling techniques that are for when you're overheated, over angry, and all that. So in the opposite side, when you do need a little pick-me-up of energy, when you actually want to warm up your body, this you can do early morning if you're waking up in that gray, cold morning that you don't feel like working out, don't feel like going to work, or maybe you hit a wall in the afternoon and you can't really pick yourself up anymore. This is a great energizing breath. These two techniques are great energizing breaths to elevate your energy and give you some invigoration. So the first technique is called, I'm just thinking the name in Sanskrit, it's Bastrika, but in English it is bellows breath. So bellows breath, you're going to inhale and exhale forcefully and kind of fast. Remember I said when you need energy, your breath rhythm has to be a little bit fast. And the hand position, let me turn my tripod over here so I can give you a little bit more space so you can see. The hand position, you can start with your fists over here near your shoulders. And when you inhale, your hands are going to go up and open. And when you exhale, they're going to come down again. And you're going to do this for like 10 rounds and it's going to make you feel dizzy. So forceful inhales, forceful exhales, pretty fast rhythm, and hands go up and down. So the movement helps you get energy and the breath helps you get energy. If you are those anxious people that the mind races and you're antsy and you're just all over the place like I am, very high energy, you're not supposed to do this breath because it'll make you feel really lightheaded and it'll get you feeling weird. But those people that are down and depressed and they don't want to do anything and their mood is just very low and their frequency is very low, this is great. Or maybe you want to hype yourself up for an event. I have seen Tony Robbins do a technique very similar to this one before he starts his events. So it really can hype you up before you have a presentation or something that you require a little bit more energy. The next technique is also a heating, energizing, invigorating breath, and it is skull shining breath. And it consists on you inhaling normally, and you're going to forcefully exhale, bringing your navel to your spine, so contracting as much as you can really fast. So, and it's done through your nose. I opened my mouth there, but it's done all through your nose. Inhale, exhale through your nose, but when you exhale, you really force the air out. And this will also give you a lot of energy, and it'll make you lightheaded, so you don't need to do a lot of rounds of this. Obviously respect your body and kind of observe. Your hand can be, some people like to know the mudra. Mudra is hand position. Your hand for this one can just lay on your lap like this in chin mudra. So actually, that was for the cooling breath, sorry. The hand position for Kalabati, I don't know. The last one I want to talk about is to calm you down, take care of stress, work with your anxiety, quiet your mind. It also works with lowering blood pressure. And it's called the bee's breath because you are going to hum like a bee. And you can do it two ways. You can use your thumbs and press the cartilage in your ears gently. Doesn't have to cause you a headache. And place these other fingers on top of your eyes gently as well. And you're going to inhale through your nose, hold, and when you exhale, I want you to make a bee humming sound. So, so this vibration that you cause because of this sound really vibrates your whole body, and it's a frequency. And it is a good frequency that is calming to your whole body. It's like the chant of Om as well, that has that very vibratory effect on your chest cavity. So if you for some reason don't want to do it like that, you can also use your index fingers to press here and do the same thing. Inhale through your nose and exhale like a bee. And your mouth is closed, so you're just humming out your nose, but you're making that vibration here. And so those were the techniques that I wanted to talk to you about today. And so you have some tools to either calm you down, cool you off, or concentrate, focus, and work with your anxiety.